Welcome everyone, and happy 4th of July, or if it's already passed, then a belated happy 4th of July. Of course, this is Independence Day, great holiday for our nation, and I wanted to bring to you an article I saw today, and I'll explain. It's from BizNow. I'll leave a link in the video description below, and what I want to show you is that it's about the 6 U.S. landmarks that earn the most revenue from visitors on Memorial Day, not Independence Day, Memorial Day. Now, I looked at even though they sent it to me in an email today, it's actually from last year around Memorial Day, and they're kind of rehashing this article that someone did looking at the number of visitors and the dollars earned at Memorial Day, and very similar holiday in respects different. Nevertheless, obviously commemorating our fallen heroes and those in service, as opposed to celebrating July 4th, 1776, and the Declaration of Independence and our nation's freedom from England. So, but very patriotic, wonderful holiday. And so they're going to rehash this thing. And my question for you, of course, is what landmarks around the Washington, D.C. area are your favorites? I'd love you to leave me a comment down below, but I ask one thing. That is, don't include the obvious ones. So, you know, the Washington Monument or the Capitol Building or you know, the White House. I mean, I'm not, you know, let's talk about like maybe lesser known than the obvious Washington, D.C. ones. So in Washington, D.C., in Northern Virginia, PG County, Montgomery County, you know, the greater Washington area. There's what I'm interested in. What are your favorite landmarks other than the most obvious national ones? And I'll give you an example. All right, our company is headquartered in Montgomery County, and driving up and down 270 all the years that I've lived there my whole life, and then on 270 you can't miss the Rio. When you pass the Rio, there's the big black office building, and then there's the shopping center next door. It's been there for a long time, and the lake, and it's a beautiful place, great to shop. It's certainly grown up over the years, but to me, it's a landmark along 270. You know, what about you? Where are you driving every day to and from? What's a favorite landmark where you like to go shop or drive or take the family, right? So leave a comment down below. And now let's get into this article, and let's see what the 6 most profitable U.S. landmarks are that were around Memorial Day. Maybe they're making the same kind of visits and money on Independence Day. We'll see. So number 6, Blue Ridge Parkway. And I'm going to show you some screenshots from this article, and it says I'll link the article below. 2016. These are going to be 2016 numbers because it was a 2017 article, so forgive that. But you know, that's what BizNow sent out. So, $979 million with, in 2016, 15.2 million visitors. Now, I'm not really 100% sure that this is just for Memorial Day. Now that I'm reading this, one of their headlines said that, but I think this might be for the whole year. Now, I'm a little familiar with certain tourist attractions. Now, these are national sites that they're going to focus on, as opposed to tourist vacation. You know, I'm a fan of Walt Disney World, taking the family and the kids there, and that certainly outranks everything in the world as far as I know. I think we're starting off with national parks from how I get this article. So I've never been to Blue Ridge Parkway. I'm not familiar with it. It's in North Carolina, but maybe one of you have. All right, so rounding down to number 5, Great Smoky Mountains National Park. In 2016, this had 943 million visitors, and made $943 million with 11.3 million visitors. Okay, that's nice. All right, that's number, where were we at? That was number 5. Now we're down to 4, Grand Canyon National Park. I'm very surprised that this isn't number 1, to be honest with you. All right, number 4, though. Had made $648 million from tourism. Visitors in 2016, 6 million people. All right, number 3, Denali National Park and Preserve. In 2016, $604 million, 587,000 visitors. Beautiful mountains, obviously. Great. Now this, I'm going to need help. Grand Teton National Park. I've never been here. So this is, where is this? Is in Wyoming, I think. Yeah, Wyoming's Grand Teton National Park. I think I'm saying that right, but I'm not 100% sure. Never been there. 2016 made $597 million and had 3.3 million visitors in 2016. How about that? It's a beautiful picture. Of course they would pick beautiful pictures, right? They got to do that, right? That makes sense. These parks have probably a million different angles from which you can get a beautiful picture, but you got to go with one, right? I love it. Now, Yellowstone National Park, you'd think they would have a picture of Old Faithful, but anyway, this is still a beautiful national park. 524 million visitors in 2016. I mean, dollars. I keep getting that mixed up. And 4.3 million visitors in 2016. Wow. We counted this down, right? Number 6 was Blue Ridge. Nope, I'm sorry. So that they went with the top first. So instead of a countdown, they started with the number 1, Blue Ridge Parkway. Wow, that's so surprising. You know, 15.2 million visitors is number 1. Wow, and so then it counts down. Number 2 is that one. Number 3 is Grand Canyon. Number 4, Denali. Grand Teton. Finally, Yellowstone National Park is number 6 in popularity for visitors. That is very impressive. Okay, and then honorable mentions. For Independence Day, I think this works just as well, even though this was for Memorial Day, and it certainly makes sense that the honorable mentions were sites like this one pictured here, which is the USS Arizona. It was obviously memorializing the sinking of that ship in Pearl Harbor and the lost soldiers on board. Now, the Vietnam Veterans Memorial in our backyard here, of course, 5.3 million visitors last year. Very interesting. Well, there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this little video going through this, and I want to invite you to, once again, to leave a comment down below. Let me know what your favorite landmarks are in our region, excluding the obvious big ones, the monuments and the White House and the Capitol building and Washington Memorial, things like that. Anyway, so thanks and have a great one, and I hope everyone has a happy 4th of July, and if it's already passed when you're seeing this, then have a great week. Take care. I'll see you again. Bye-bye. Want to learn more about ROSSI Commercial Real Estate? Well, then watch some of these videos, and don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel so you'll be notified when new videos from ROSSI Commercial Real Estate are uploaded to YouTube.